Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. So I'm definitely at this point where I'm like, I really just want to keep playing. Like I'm now getting deeper and deeper into the story, and I want to know. Like I'm going, man. I really want to. Also, there's like new melty blood information like coming out daily here, and I want to know about for some of these characters. But like we just had a breakdown of Akiha's gameplay, but I can't watch it because I don't know what's up with her yet. But we'll see. We'll see. So anyways, we apparently had a good night's sleep. That's really good. And let's have an afternoon dream, I guess. There's still that weird flash, but otherwise we had a good sleep, I guess. I open my eyes to the morning light. Even though my body still feels heavy, probably because of yesterday's anemia, I feel pretty good. Right, because we collapsed in the clearing, and that led to a good night's sleep, but also feelings of, hey, we're not the only Kitterino here. How many days has it been? How long since I had a morning so free of unease? And today's my school's Founders Day. There's no need to prepare for school like I usually do, so I can enjoy the morning calmly. Then I notice, though I thought there was no one in the room, someone is asleep by the bed. Akiha? As if she had been nursing me all night long, Akiha's sitting on a chair, the top half of her body collapsed on the bed. Aww. Look at that CG art that can be potentially grossly misconstrued. Horribly grossly misconstrued. Asleep, she breathes softly. Her long black hair spread out on the bed. It looks beautiful. Akiha. Hey, Akiha. After calling her softly, she shows no sign of waking. Well, if she's sleeping, then there's no point in making her wake up. Akiha turns over weakly. Sleeping, she has none of her usual strength. Her defenseless sleeping face hasn't changed since she was a child. Because that I can close my eyes and vividly recall the Akiha from back then. Hey, color. Yeah, vivid, I guess. 8 years ago. Playing together the black-haired girl who always followed me. Although she was a quiet girl, Akiha always came with us. Again, us. That's an important one. She rarely smiled, and even her smiling face seemed somehow sad, transitory. When I was a child, I knew nothing. I really wanted to make her laugh with joy, so I dragged her out into the garden with us over and over again. Nissan. As Akiha murmurs to herself, I wonder what kind of dream she's having. For some reason, on impulse, I lift the sleeping Akiha's hair. That's weird. Please don't sniff it. Please, don't be weird. While I watch her sleeping face, my heart becomes calm. It makes me want to watch over her forever if I could. Akiha. I remember. When we were children, I always thought about it. That day I vowed to hold this girl more precious than anyone else. The Akiha who would cry as she held me. But it's no good, is it? The image from back then is gone. She's a proper young lady now. I murmur, gazing at Akiha's sleeping face. I let her long black hair fall. I'm sorry. Knitting her eyebrows painfully, Akiha whispers in her sleep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nissan. Akiha? Akiha's breathing is irregular. With her long black hair sliding off the bed, Akiha slowly lifts herself up. It's Nissan. Nissan, why are you here? Well, it's natural. This is my room after all. Oh, big blushy. Akiha leaps upright as if stung and glances around quickly. And then just straight back to business. Good morning, Nissan. Did you sleep well last night? As if she hadn't slept here at all, she greets me calmly. Just like Akiha, her guts, or I should say her response, is not normal. Yeah, morning. I slept well thanks to you. It's been a long time since I had such a pleasant morning. You know, not wanting to feel like I'm dying. Really? Is your body completely recovered then? Nah, it still feels kinda heavy. Today's a holiday, so I'll just rest quietly. Oh, nothing better than one of those days where you can just absolutely veg out in your bed. Why, Nissan, it's unlike you to say such things. Usually you disappear off somewhere before anyone else notices. Oh, please don't say that. I'll be staying at home from now on, so you don't need to worry. Yes, I'll accept half of that statement. Smiling happily, Akia gazes at my face. If our faces stay as close as this, it'll be a problem. That's weird. Again, like in the other routes, we learn pretty quickly, hey, you're adopted. But in this route, he thinks they're related by blood, which makes all of this very strange. Akia's features are very beautiful, and if she keeps pointing that cheerful smile at me, oh, I might go crazy. That's another Nasuism. Looking at people's faces and being like, whoa, if I keep looking at that, I'm gonna go crazy. Buddy, pal, just be normal. What does Nasu's sister have to think about all this? Because I know she exists. What does she think about all this? Well then, Nissan, we shall see how you feel at lunch. Until then, please don't exert yourself or go outside. I understand, but it's terrible. Since I came back here, you've had to nurse me all the time. I'm no older brother. Nissan. It was only a casual comment. Akia's face is clouded. After hanging her head for a moment, she stands and looks up. Please don't say stupid things like that. You're my brother, and even if you don't act like a good one, nothing would change. Well, I suppose, but it's nothing. But it's true. I don't mind having to nurse you every day, so please don't worry about it. Kia walks quickly to the door. Well, excuse me. I shall be out during the morning, so if you need anything, please ask Hisui. And with that, Kia leaves the room. 10 o'clock comes around. Although it's good to rest, lying in bed like this all day is boring. God, I wish the Nintendo Switch existed right now. Oh god, I could be playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin in bed right now. But even so, it seems my body hasn't slept enough. My body's still sluggish, and if I walk around and end up like yesterday, Akia will get angry. Akia will be back in 2 hours. And I promised her I'd take today off after all. Telling myself this, I throw the sheets over me. Why'd the music stop? I get really drowsy, probably because I'm still exhausted. Oh no. If I listen, I can hear my own heartbeat. What? Come to think of it, I haven't had anything to drink since yesterday. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, this can't be good. My throat's dry and my head feels a little dim. Just a little. I guess it's okay to go out and get some water. I don't like those skip-aheads. The corridor's empty. Long ago. So long I can't remember. Or don't need to remember. Like ruins in a movie. Very quiet. What do you mean long ago? Why are we going outside? Hot. The sunshine is hot. Is my body still not recovered yet? Seems I can't spend too long in the sun. Oh, you mean like a vampire? The detached building seems to waver in the sun. My vision dims completely like I'm in a hot desert. White. There's a clatter. From the detached building. Someone. Is there someone in there? Opening the sliding door very slightly, I peer in from the porch. Inside I see the figures of Akia and Kohaku. They look a little strange. I hear the swishy, oh no. No, not an obi, please. That is what holds up the kimono. I hear the swishing of an obi being removed. What? Without a word, Kohaku pulls down her kimono and bares her Kohakus.
Meme.
Oh, no. Oh, I gotta cover that up, but oh. Wait. No, this is plot important. It's being covered up, but it's pretty important, so I'm gonna talk about this because okay, I'm gonna be blocking this, but simply put, Akiha is sucking out blood from Kohaku's Buberino. Kohaku stands there with a blushing face and does not move. Akiha presses her lips against the bared white chest. Tension. Kohaku looks down at her bare chest, and Akiha crouches that she's burying her face in Kohaku's breasts. I'd say I wish this was me, but not with the blood part. A thin red drop makes a line down her breast. Akiha's throat starts to move, swallowing something. Is Akiha a vampire? Or is it... What is she drinking? Oh, you're stupid. There's no need to ask, I already understand. Yeah, thank you. Akiha, she's drinking Kohaku's blood. Huh. Dream. This is a dream. It's a dream, so I should hurry and wake up. Oh. Wait, was it actually? This whole thing smacks of, a certain event that you see very similar in... Was it Heaven? No, it was... not Heaven's Feel. No, that was in, Unlimited Blade Works. My own room. I'm definitely in my own room. Akiha and Kohaku-san. Akiha was drinking Kohaku's blood. I definitely saw it. Was I just dreaming? Perhaps. No, it must have been a dream. There's no way that was real. But it was so real. It has to be a dream. The smell of the tatami mats, the two's ragged breathing, the gulping I heard from Akiha's throat. I get out of bed. I feel dizzy. But I don't care. The detached building. If I go to the detached building, I'll know for sure whether it was a dream or not. Buddy, I don't think you're supposed to go there. They said you're not supposed to, but okay, I guess we are. Hearing a noise, I hide myself. It's her. She's also looking kind of sad. Kohaku-san. Kohaku-san walks from the direction of the detached building towards the mansion. The house is as silent as the grave. I think it's empty. Akiha isn't here, because she said she'd be out during the morning. Akiha couldn't be in a place like this with Kohaku-san. I swallow hard. I take a deep breath and step inside. Oh! Wait, oh, she's here. Oh? Well, that's, Ni-san. Akiha's standing in the Japanese-style room. She's looking at me aghast. Akiha! Yes? What is it, Ni-san? Akiha doesn't seem surprised that I'm here. She merely reacts listlessly. What is it? What are you doing in a place like this? What? I just thought I'd come have one last look before it's demolished. No, I don't mean that. I stare at Akiha's body. Huh? Come to think of it, Akiha's wearing her Okay. Wasn't she wearing her normal... She was! Wasn't she wearing her normal clothes a while ago? Akiha, you changed your clothes? Yes, since I went to school during the morning. After leaving your room, I changed, and I only just returned. Really? Yeah. Of course, you weren't doing those things here. Yes. It was a dream after all. But something's odd. It's odd, but who's odd? Is Akiha odd? Or am I odd? When I saw that sight, Akiha was wearing her normal clothes. It'd be strange to change clothes after that, and what Akiha just said, well, there's nothing strange about it at all. So, that makes me, who saw the dream, strange. Ni-san? Yeah, what is it? Or what is it? You seem pale. You said you'd rest all morning, so why are you out in a place like this? I just thought I'd go for a bit of a walk. Really? Well, I don't care about that, but I forbade you from coming here. It seems you couldn't keep your promise to me, Nissan. Aw, dang. Akiha glares accusingly at me. Her gaze seems to see right through the bottom of my heart, which jumps in response. You're right. From now on, I'll be careful. This building is getting very old, so there's a chance it may collapse. Please don't come here anymore, Nissan. So why are you here? Is it just my imagination? I think there's something really odd about Akiha's attitude. For one thing, why would Akiha be in such a dangerous place alone? Yeah, right? Right? What? Why are you... Now, please go back, Nissan. You do not look well. Walking past me, Akiha leaves the Japanese-style room. Wait a minute, Akiha. There's something I forgot to ask yesterday. Something you forgot to ask? Yeah. That clearing where I collapsed. Long ago. I used to play with you there, but I feel there was someone else as well. Do you remember? There was no one else. You're mistaken. Answering clearly, Akiha leaves the detached building. But, Akiha, there was a third child. A child adopted 10 years ago. Are you saying you don't know about him? Left alone in the Japanese-style room, I talk aloud. Is Akiha hiding the truth about the child, or does she really not remember? I can't tell. Night. As I returned and sat absent-mindedly in the room, seems the day ended. Too many things to think about, too many things I have to think about. Even with Yumizuka gone, the killings still continue. And I see matching dreams of killing people and sucking their blood. 8 years ago, the near-fatal injury I received in an accident, and the child that had to be here. The scene I remembered in the courtyard. Undoubtedly, it was a memory from 8 years ago. If I've started to see dreams of killing people, there's no question why. It seems the same thing happened right before my eyes a long time ago. I haven't seen Akiha since then. Kwaku-san brought supper to my room and Akiha has not come to visit. Well, I guess since I'm feeling better, there's no reason to visit, but I still feel awkward when it comes to her. If day breaks and morning comes and we say good morning as always, I bet the bad feeling will disappear. That's right. I'll just sleep today. With the lights off, I curl up in bed. But Akiha is not beside me. If I sleep like this, then I might dream about killing people again. Crap. It's no good. I can't sleep at all. And we're out of melatonin gummies. I need that stuff. Because Akiha was beside me yesterday, I was able to sleep peacefully. If I sleep alone, I might have that dream again. If I dream of drinking blood and another victim appears, I wouldn't be able to deny it, and I would have to conclude that I am the killer. Ugh. I get out of bed. I won't sleep. I won't sleep tonight, and I will stay awake. Moonlight is streaming in through the window, so I can just gaze at the moon for a while, huh? There's someone in the courtyard. I look closely. Isn't that Akiha? What's she doing standing in the courtyard? Akiha is standing quietly under a particularly large tree. Maybe she's taking a walk. It's past 11 already. She's so careless. In fact, the first night I came back to the mansion, Akiha was walking about in the dead of night too. Well, if I'm not going to go to sleep anyway, if, like yesterday, I have Akiha beside me, I don't think I'll have nightmares. I walk in the moonlight. The mansion's trees are painted in splendid autumn colors, and the falling leaves look really illusionary. Akiha stands in the center of it all. I gaze at her long black hair, her thin back, and the autumn leaves scattered about her, swaying. Her black hair shakes like the leaves. Is that why her body seems so weak? Akiha's figure seems like a mirage. Akiha? What are you doing at a time like this? What? I'm watching the moon. Just like you, Nissan. Show it no surprise at my appearance, Akiha turns and answers. Oh, that's a new outfit. Good evening, Nissan. Going out at a time like this even when you're sick. You're such a troublesome patient, aren't you? I guess. I could see the moon from my room, but there was a poor little girl outside. As a proper brother, I had to come out. Well, I'm sorry about that. Well, I guess inside the mansion is fine, but it has been unsafe recently. You're a girl, you shouldn't be wandering around outside at night. You're right. If you say so, I'll go straight to my room. It's fine now. I couldn't sleep either, so it'd be nice to spend some time together. If you'd like, then certainly, Nissan. Closing her eyes, Akia nods quietly. Akia's nod seems as if she's praying for something. I'm surprised. You're really nice tonight. Did something good happen? Nothing wonderful has happened, but I guess being able to talk to you like this might be something wonderful. Akia chuckles with a smile. In response, my chest thumps. Nissan? What is it? Your face is red. If you're still feeling ill, shall we move to the terrace? No, I'm fine. I'd like to gaze for a little longer, so let's stay here. Yes, tonight really is beautiful. Of all the scenery around the mansion, this is my favorite. Akia smiles faintly. Her behavior really surprises me. Her atmosphere is terribly calm and gentle. Amidst the red autumn leaves, Tono Akiha seems many times prettier than usual. Hey, Nissan, do you remember this place? This place? You mean this big tree? Yes. When we were children, this was our meeting place. When I was inside doing my lessons, I'd hear a stone at the window, and then I'd slip away from my private teacher and run out here. Yeah, come to think of it, she's right. Akia was always doing lessons in the mansion. Our old man wouldn't let her go outside. The people in the mansion were afraid of Father, so they wouldn't even talk to me. But that was natural. I thought I wasn't meant to talk to anyone except Father. There were lots of people, but to me, the rules of the Tono house were more important than any of them. So I was fine by myself, and I could bear Father's lessons. Yeah, I remember. He didn't care about me, but the old man was really strict with you. Shut up in your room all the time, doing lessons all day. I really didn't like that. Yes, to be honest, I hated it too. I guess she has sorted it out as something in the past. Akia laughs nostalgically. But Nissan, you were the one who let me notice. You won't remember this since it was like an everyday thing for you, but one day, while I was waiting for the teacher in the courtyard, you came up, grabbed my hand, and began to run. I asked what you're doing, and you said you couldn't play tag by yourself, so I should play too. Really, thinking back, you were a terribly pushy person, weren't you? Akia giggles. Well, that's what children do. Please forgive my impoliteness. Yes. After that, Father scolded us, so it became harder for us to meet. Yeah, I became stubborn too. I decided I'd play with you once a day, and one way or another I'd get you outside. But in the end, you slipped away yourself. But you just watch from far away and never come close. It's fine. I was happy with just that. Yes, I really was happy. You took me out to play, and Father would scold us afterwards. Father's scolding got worse day by day, right? So I began to think, he won't come today. He shouldn't come today. I don't think he'll come today, but you always betrayed my expectations. Every time we were scolded and I thought you wouldn't come anymore, you always appeared smiling. You always said Father didn't scold you, but it was a pretty bad lie. Really? I always thought I'd fooled you completely, but I guess it was easy to tell it was a lie. Of course, I was sorry you were always scolded on my behalf. Every day at the same time, I would wait excitedly, wondering, is Nissan going to come today? But that was the happiest time. When you went away, life returned to normal again, but I didn't suffer. But the memories of you were stronger than anything else, Nissan. You say you left me alone, but that is wrong. I was always saved by you. Because I had memories of you, I was able to remain as Tono Akiha. And like an illusion, Akiha smiles. There's something wrong with me. If I was always clinging onto you like a child, I could hardly be head of the Tono house. Stupid. That has nothing to do with it. It's okay to depend on someone when you need to. Brother and sister, after all. No, that was only when we were children. It was decided that I would be the heir of the Tono house, so I cannot depend on anyone. I must manage on my own. What's with that? Just because you became the heir of the Tono house, does that mean you can't make your own decisions? That's what it means to become the heir of the Tono house. Long ago, that's what I was taught to believe. But I'm still not good at it. After all, I'm showing weakness like this, aren't I? As she speaks, Tsukihime jumps forward with light steps. As if dancing, she walks amidst the fallen autumn leaves. Tsukihime, my chest hurts. I don't know why, but right now, I want to embrace Tsukihime tightly. Is there some magic in the light of the moon? Even though she's my sister... No, because she's my sister, I really want to protect this girl. It's getting cold. Shall we go back, Nissan? Yeah, let's go back. We shouldn't stay here forever. Nissan? I can hear Akia's voice, but I can't hear what she's saying. Really, I don't know what it is. Uh-oh. 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 This isn't good. Akia's hair that should be black. It looks crimson like blood. Unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Unnecessary. It's something unnecessary. Unnecessary. Red hair. The image of blood. A demon that drinks blood. That is not human, therefore it must be eliminated. Nissan? Are you alright? Nissan? Ugh. My chest tightens. My heart is racing. Blood clogs my veins, repeating in my head, kill, kill. No, I'm not going to kill yet. I'm going to scream right now. It's a good thing I muted the mic. I'll enjoy this woman's body first. Her slender arms, her beautiful hair, her... I'm not reading that. Her body, perfect like a beautiful doll, all violated. Oh no, my throat is hot. It's just like when I kill people in dreams. Hot. Nissan, please hold on. I'll help you, so let's go back to the mansion. Voice. I can only hear Akia's voice. No, I mustn't see her face. If I do, I'll... It's okay. I won't touch your body. No, I can't touch it. If I touch it, I don't know what I'll do. I'll go back first. Make sure you come... Or, I'll go back first. Make sure you come in too, Tsukihime. With what little reason I have left, I run from Tsukihime. Somehow, I make it back alone. I breathe desperately. I collapse onto the bed. Wow, good job. You didn't be a bad guy. Damn it. I hate myself. Not satisfied with mere dreams, I feel these urges in reality too. And not strangers. I want to do such things to Tsukihime. I don't understand myself anymore. Memories of 8 years ago. Tsukihime and a boy covered in blood. An event I can't dismiss as a dream or reality. Tono Shiki like a killer. I know. Shiki-kun's fragile side, her. Yumizuka spoke those words proudly. You're the same as me. Just like me, you have the same unbearable urge to kill. I can't deny it. After all, those in the Tono family have problems. That's it. That's the game, everyone. Wrap it up. We got the entire theme of this game. Death by madness, death by violence, disappearances, psychotic episodes. Tsukihime drinking Kohaku's blood. Me seeing homicidal dreams. Ugh. Thinking about it, I have to smile at my foolishness. Why should Tsukihime be strange? Tsukihime normal, that's just what I imagined. Yes, I'm the only one who's mad. Only I am wanting blood tonight as well. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it, boy. Oh, I hate those words. I hate that word now. That word pisses me off. Once aroused, my body can't be calmed down with something like sleep. Ah! So, tonight too I shall relieve my thirst. Seems I went into town at night again. Seems my eyes are bloodshot and I'm waiting for someone to pass by again. When did I unknowingly fall asleep? Long hair swaying. Again, that's a suspect line. Wandering the town at night. I'm having another homicidal dream. Seems I found new prey. Anyone will do tonight. Killing a strange man, dragging him into a back alley. Sound of biting the throat. There's a gurgling sound. Biting into the throat and drinking the blood to relieve the thirst. It's the same again. Then, an obstruction appears. I throw the body aside and rise. Someone is watching me. The black figure appears. Shaking my hair loose, I look up at the moon. Oh, that's who I thought it was. The figure is someone I know well. From rooftop to rooftop, from shadow to shadow, the figure follows. The black figure looks a lot like Ciel-senpai, matching the fiend's unnatural speed perfectly. The movement stops. Since it's excited, it seems ready to fight. It seems tired of running. It probably felt like playing. Ciel-senpai is coming. After that, it was quick. Ciel-senpai was very strong, but when a passerby happened to appear, that was the end. When she moved to protect that passerby, she was skewered by something like an iron pipe along with the passerby. It's too cruel to watch. Lifting her hands up, they too are skewered with pipes. Hung like a crucifix, because of course, Ciel-senpai is stripped. Please don't. I know it's laughing. Stop! Sliding its tongue over Ciel-senpai's booberinos, it laughs. Ciel-senpai simply glares, doing nothing. Blue pupils like flames, looking into my eyes. The image stops. Organs break. Like peeling off a scab, I wake up. I still have several questions. Blood-sucking demon. Well, that's seemingly a lot. I jump out of bed. It's almost 6 in the morning. Even senpai, why? No, that woman in priestly robes wasn't necessarily senpai. God, you're so stupid. Literally Clark Kent. No glasses, how could I be sure? Because there was something different about her. The me inside the dream was strange, but that senpai was even stranger. I guess, to be fair, this is his first time seeing Ciel in that form in this. Leaping from rooftop to rooftop and throwing swords like bullets. It almost seemed like senpai was more of a monster than the killer. So it has to be a dream. Because when I opened my eyes, I was sleeping in my own bed. I can just call it a dream. I laugh. Whether or not it was a dream isn't the problem. What I remember and how much I didn't want to kill are meaningless. All I know is my body is still excited. The feeling of breaking the man's neck, of skewering Ciel-senpai's arms over her head and licking her body. I can still feel the heat of her breath. So whether it was a dream or reality makes no difference. I killed someone and tried to... Don't like to say that word aloud. Try to do bad stuff to senpai in either case. Excuse me. Also, I can't say that word on YouTube. YouTube will immediately take that as a, yeah, you can't monetize this, so I'm just not going to say it. Hisui enters carrying my school uniform. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Yeah, morning, Hisui. I answer, shaking off the remaining sensation of senpai's warmth. But it's no good. Even though Hisui came to wake me up, I still can't help but feel depressed. Shiki-sama? You seem pale. Are you still ill? Nah, it's not that. I'm always like this in the morning. I get out of bed. My head aches, but I ignore it. I'll go to the sitting room. I bet Akia's waiting. No. It seems that Akia-sama is not feeling well this morning either, so she shall be absent from school today. But she was fine last night. I cannot say. Since I heard this only from Nei-san, I do not know the details. I see. Another fit like before, I guess. Nei-san is in the sitting room, so please ask her for the details. With that, Hisui leaves. Good morning, Shiki-san. You're up early today. Morning, Kawaku-san. I heard Akia's condition is bad. What happened? Hisui-chan told you? Akiya-sama has a bit of a fever, so she's taking today off. A fever? But why? Well, she's been really busy since you got back, hasn't she? Speaking with relatives, arrangements to change schools. She's just tired out. Just tired out? Really? Of course. Oh, Shiki-san, you're panicking. She must be really important to you. Kawaku-san laughs happily. As she speak, I realize how tense I was getting. Nah, I wasn't really worried about Akiya, I just... Just what, Shiki-san? Her eyes stare straight at me. I'm not good at lying and I don't want to betray my feelings. No, you're right. Akiya's important to me, so like you said, I was worried. But I'm embarrassed to tell Kawaku-san my true feelings. Shiki-san, you're very honest today. Please, say that when Akiya-sama's here. With an innocent smile, she says something pretty scary. Oh, come on. There's no way I could tell Akiya that. By the way, is she still asleep? Yes, she took some medicine and went to sleep a short while ago. She said there's no need to visit, so Nish-san should just go to school. Really? Well, then I'm glad. I sit down on the sofa. At least this is one less thing to worry about. Shiki-san, last night, were you really talking to Akiya-sama in the garden? That's right. I couldn't sleep yesterday when I looked out. Akiya was in the garden, so I went out and talked for a bit. Why? Well, Hisui-chan said so I was a bit worried. But Shiki-san, you shouldn't be going out late at night. It's very dangerous these days. Yeah, what about her? Because the killer, right? I think I know that better than anyone. Even so, please take care. Apparently a man was killed in town last night. I jump off the sofa. Kawaku-san, is that true? Yes, it was on the morning news. Since the victims have all been women until now, they seem to be talking about it a lot. A man. A male victim. The unknown man I killed in the dream. Shiki-san? Kawaku-san is saying something. No, it's nothing. That's all I can say as I stand in amazed shock. I arrive at school. It's 7:50. Oh, Ciel's totally going to be back, and he's going to be like, oh god, so confused. But it makes sense to us, because we know about Ciel's powers, of course. Even though I left the mansion very early, I still only made it to school at the very last minute. The reason is obvious. The possibility that I might be a killer slowed me down. I step through the gate. There are people like me all around going to class. Every time I see them, I freeze. There are people who never think of... No, I think most people do. I think everyone has those invasive thoughts of like you're like standing on the train track, train platform. You're like, what if I just do it? What if I just hit someone in? We all have those invasive thoughts. I think every human does. I think we all have terribly invasive thoughts, both of harming others or self-harm all the time. I think it's a natural human thing. Obviously, it is how we react to them and how we cope with them, right? It's how we, one, don't do them, and two, give reasons why we don't do them and, talk about it freely, openly. I think that's an important thing, because we all have those thoughts. It's just that we don't do it because, well, now they're not thoughts. Now you're actually a killer. And amongst them, there are people like me attending the same lessons. Imizuka. At last I know how you feel. No, I can't compare my situation to hers, but perhaps now I understand a little of her feelings. The way I am now, I can't be here. I've killed many people already. Doesn't matter if it's a dream or not, but with desires like that, I must not be here. I smiled wryly. A few days ago, I wouldn't have even imagined something like this. Hey, you. If you just stand around like that, you'll be late. Someone hits me on the shoulder. Yeah, knew it. Good morning, Tono-kun. We're here today at the same time. I'm so surprised I can't speak. Huh? What's wrong? Your face is red, Tono-kun. I forgot. There's a... Oh, God, I just jumped. Sorry. I've been cleaning my room and packing for moving, and I forgot there's a compressed air blower in my room. So suddenly I just hear this crazy noise, and I'm like, what is it? Why is there? And it's the compressor's right there. You know, because it's plugged in still. I gotta unplug that or else I'm gonna go crazy. I hate the noise of that thing. Oh god. I mean, it's useful to have to blow off all my figures, but oh man, it's the worst. Anyways, thinking only about myself, I forgot about Senpai. Last night, a black figure who appeared before me as I killed, pursuing the killer, caught by the killer and skewered from behind. And then, the body I was about to... bad stuff. Senpai, I don't know what to say. I should apologize for last night, but I don't even still know myself whether that was a dream or not. But more than anything... Yes? What is it, Tono-kun? No, you... seem the same as ever, Senpai. More than anything, Senpai is the same as ever. So either last night's events were just a dream or the figure in black wasn't Ciel Senpai. I think he's wrong for both. The person who was skewered with an iron pipe last night would not be attending school today. And if Ciel Senpai was the figure from yesterday, she would not be smiling warmly at the killer. Tono-kun? Is something wrong? Your face keeps going red and blue. Are you not feeling well? An autumn cold, perhaps? No, it's not that. It's just... the feel of last night's dream is still with me, and I can't look directly at Senpai. The gleam of naked skin, its soft texture, my fingers gripping her soft booberinos, and most of the red blood flowing over her like a tattoo. But not the paint that she normally puts on, which is still wild. How do you paint your back? How does one paint their own back? This is bad. I remember too much. It's too real. Tono-kun? You've been really strange for a while. Maybe you should get some medicine from the nurse's office before going to class. Is she concerned? Senpai peers at me. Wait, Senpai. If she gets close, I'll remember last night's dream. With Ciel Senpai's face appearing before me, I can feel my face going completely red. You seem really ill. Dropping her shoulders in amazement, Senpai stretches out her hand. Senpai's hand touches my forehead. Her warmth and gentle touch is too much. Wait, Senpai, it's nice, but right now it's a bit... It doesn't feel like you have a fever. Senpai ignores my words, pressing her hand against my forehead, and as she takes my temperature, I catch sight of a bandage under the sleeve of Senpai's uniform. The bandage goes a little way up, down from the base of her palm. There's no mistaking it. This is where she was skewered last night. Oh boy. I feel like that's rather careless of Ciel. I feel like that's remarkably careless. I don't know. My body heat vanishes instantly. I feel as if reality's collapsing around me. Senpai, that bandage on your arm. What happened? Well, it's embarrassing, but it was my own negligence. It had already healed, but I felt like putting a bandage on. It's nothing major, so don't worry about it. Senpai speaks casually. Why? Because I know it's a lie. No. It is something major. Since you were skewered by that iron pipe, I bet it still hurts. Oh, serious face. Then the smile vanishes from Senpai's face. Thump. The atmosphere in my dream returns. For an instant, the air around me freezes. Tono-kun, do you have a moment? Saying so, Senpai takes my arm. Can't find words yet. Ciel Senpai says nothing and she pulls me behind the school building. I guess I made you skip class. For some reason, Senpai sounds so normal. I can say nothing. I can only hang awkwardly on this ray of hope. That in a moment, Senpai will say, "What are you talking about? Last night, Tono-kun? That dream will be a dream after all, and Senpai will be Senpai." Senpai, Yes, I should show you this first. Interrupting me, Ciel Senpai rolls up the sleeves of both arms. Both arms weak, wrapped in bandages. As you say, this happened last night. I can't ask who did it, because it is my doing. But it's clear now. It's the truth. I'm a killer who's killed many people already. Crap. It's real. It really happened. Senpai says nothing else but merely stares at me. At me. She knows Tonoshiki is the killer, then why? Why? Why does she... Why have you said nothing until now, Senpai? You knew I was the killer, right? So why didn't you... I can't understand why she continued to be my ordinary school senpai. I've killed people. I did that to you last night. How can you face me like that, senpai? It's not unusual. I'm your senpai, so why shouldn't I? Whatever you say, I haven't seen you out at night. Straightening, she speaks frankly. What? She hasn't met me at night, but yesterday we were fighting to the death? What are you talking about, senpai? Twice now you've interrupted me killing someone. That's true, but I've never raised a sword against you. What? That's nonsense. You've thrown loads of them at me. I saw it clearly. Are you saying that figure wasn't you? Are you pretending not to know? Well, I would like to feign ignorance if I could, but there's no reason if you've seen that much. Senpai's attitude is completely unchanged. Senpai's words seem not to the point. No, she is purposely doing so. If I calm down. If I'm not one to talk, Senpai... I'm not one to talk, but Senpai isn't exactly normal either. So, is that why she's trying to evade my questions? Senpai, please answer me seriously. There's too much I don't understand. I'll go crazy. Ciel Senpai, why were you doing that? Oh, Tono-kun, you look scary. I don't know how serious she is, but Senpai pulls away from me. Somehow she dodges the question completely. Senpai, please answer me seriously. Last night and before that, what were you? That was something no ordinary human can do. What do you mean that? I mean, that ridiculous movement! Throwing all those swords! I saw about 20 swords. Where were you keeping them all? And last night... Yes? What about last night? Last night I stabbed you with an iron pipe. So how can you be walking around so calmly today? However you look at it, it's not normal. Senpai, are you really human? For a moment, Senpai glances down with a terribly sad expression. I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. I only have the name Ciel, I only have the name Ciel, an exorcist specializing in vampires. I know I'm not an ordinary human like you. Vampires, Senpai! Don't worry. I'm not from around here, so I'm already ready for you to look at me that way. Looking away, she says something incomprehensible. Hold on, Senpai, what do you mean by exorcist? An exorcist is an exorcist, a member of a holy order who has learned the rites for banishing demons. Don't you know, Tono-kun? It's a common word, so I thought you'd know it. Well, to be honest, I do more extermination than banishing, so I'm a bit different. Would it help if I said it's more like a sorceress? It's not exactly right. In fact, it's almost the opposite, but perhaps it'll be easier for you to understand. A sorceress. But that's... I can hardly call it impossible. After all, I've seen her superhuman powers. But I can't believe it. Or maybe I don't want to believe it. Since she was such a kind senpai, maybe I just want Ciel to stay as senpai. That's a lie. Not realizing it, those words escaped my mouth. Yep, you're right, it's a lie. It's all nonsense, so please don't believe any of it. She won't say anything. She's just gonna let it disappear as a lie. No. This isn't nonsense. I don't want to accept it, but I have to. Why is it? Senpai lowers her eyes sadly. I don't know what's happening either. But I have tried to kill people, and you always saved me. I don't understand anything, but I do know that. Wasn't that just a dream? You're just an ordinary high school student. You have my word. Just an ordinary... Even if it is a dream, someone who enjoys murder every night is living with other normal people. Even I feel bad about being bad. Yes, feeling the urge to kill people. Not merely in dreams, but I have such desires in reality too. And not strangers. Akiha, the person I know best. A killer, huh? Yeah. Now that I stated, I understand. It's natural for you to come to me every night. Oh no, it's a killer, huh? Yeah, now that I stated, I understand. It's natural for you to come to me every night. You can't leave such a dangerous guy alone. So So you're gonna kill me, senpai? Why won't you answer? Say something, senpai. I grab senpai's arm around the bandage and drag her towards me. Senpai says nothing, looking down. I don't understand. I don't understand anything, senpai. I don't understand myself anymore. So please, senpai, if you know anything, please tell me. Tono-kun, do you really believe you're the killer? I can't think of anything else. So I just want to rest now. Since I don't know myself, I want to hear it clearly from you. And then even if I have to die, I'll be ready for it. Why? Senpai? Why can't you just laugh it off as always? If you did, maybe we could go on like this. But it's too late for that now. The spell has already faded. Saying so, Senpai escapes my grasp and leaps away, far away. Tono-kun, I'll tell you what I know. What kind of person you are. Exactly how many people you've killed. For a moment, I feel dizzy. Even though I said I was ready, hearing the word killed so clearly, my chest hurts. Good. Tell me, senpai. No, not here. I'll be at the school tonight. After that, you decide, Tono-kun. So that means she's leaving the final decision to me. If I go to school tonight, that's the end. If I don't, we can go back to the way we've always been. Final choice. I can't say I'll definitely be there, so I say nothing. Well then, I'll be waiting at school tonight. But promise me one thing. That you will keep this a secret from your younger sister. From Akiha? Of course, I wouldn't get Akiha involved in any of this, so there's no need to say that. There isn't, but why is Senpai asking so seriously? As if saying Akiha was the enemy, not me. Senpai, Akiha has nothing to do with this. Tono-kun, please be careful around her. Leaving a warning in a frightening voice, Senpai disappears. The lesson finishes and the students disperse. Even if I'm gonna meet Ciel Senpai at school tonight, I should return to the mansion first. In the end, the conversation only told me the dreams were real. Nothing is resolved, and I still don't know whether I am the killer or not. After sighing heavily, I leave the classroom. My eyebrows have been furrowed for a while. Hisui's at the mansion gate. Huh? What are you doing out here, Hisui? I am waiting to welcome you home, Shiki-sama. I'm glad, but why? You said you wouldn't be able to meet me here anymore. That was because you and Akiha-sama were together. Nei-san, she suggested we refrain from send-offs and greetings when you were together. I see. Certainly if I'm with Akiha, it'd be awkward to be met by Hisui. Another of Kohaku-san's strange ideas. Well, I was glad to be met by you, Hisui. Anyways, I'm home. Thanks for coming out. Yes. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Hisui bows. Thinking about it calmly, a maid bowing in front of a mansion is a terribly anachronistic image. Oh, by the way, is that Akiha doing any better? Yes. It seems her condition improved by lunchtime. Perhaps you should stop by her room. Maybe at least once. Please be careful around her. No, I shouldn't. I can't see her right now. It's not that I'm not thinking about her, but because of what Ciel Senpai said, it's hard to see her right now. Shiki-sama, are you not returning to your room? You're right. Well, then shall we go in? Acting cheerfully to hide my uneasiness, I pass through the mansion gates. It's night. I talked only a little to Akiha at supper, then came straight back to my room. She seemed no different from usual, so I'm sure Senpai's warning was wrong. If I'm gonna go, I should leave pretty soon. Senpai said we'll talk at the school tonight. If I go, she won't be my senpai any longer. If I don't go, everything will go back to the way it was. Senpai left me with that choice. Okay, frick. Oh god, that's a big... So, here's what I'm thinking. Part of me wants to go and learn what I can. But at the same time, I know Akiha said, hey, don't do it, right? But I want to know. Ugh, I'll probably die if I go there, so let's go there. I'm going to go and determine my own fate. I can't let it remain unanswered. If that dream is real, am I really a blood-sucking killer? I can't let those questions remain unanswered. I should take it just in case. The knife has been in my desk drawer ever since what happened with Satsuki. I slip it into my pocket. Wow, he hasn't been keeping it on him. That's actually surprising. I go down to the lobby quietly so that Hisui and Kohaku-san won't notice. I just need to open the door without making a sound, but before I open it, it opens with a creak. Nissan, what is it? Why are you standing here frozen? Akiha, you... Why are you here? I ask wordlessly. I was just taking a walk in the garden. What about you, Nissan? You look like you're going out right now. Yeah. I left something at school, so I was going back for it. I don't want to lie to Akiha, so I say as little as possible. You forgot something? Akiha narrows her eyes at me. Just say we have a test tomorrow and we have need our stuff. Well, alright, it's still 8. Make sure you're back by 9, Nissan. Right. I'll be back in an hour. Understood. I shall leave the door unlocked. Please take care. Uh-oh, that's a bad thing, possibly. Akiha walks to the sitting room. It's strange. Before, I would have been doubted more, but Akiha seems to trust me completely. It's because of what happened in the garden last night? Being trusted by Akiha, feeling that she trusts me, makes me very happy. Please be careful around her. Senpai's words return like a curse. Anyway, I'll go to school and come straight back. And I'll meet with Senpai. Alright. I grasp the door handle. The school is wrapped in silence. Our school closes at 6:30, and no teachers or janitors patrol at night. At this time, the buildings are completely empty. All around, it's quiet. The only sound is the beating of my own heart. Senpai inside, I wonder? Although she said she would wait at school, she never said where. No, Senpai probably deliberately didn't tell me. Well, can't be helped. I'll cut the lock of a window and go in. Remove my glasses. Along with a light headache, the lines appear before me. The lines along which things easily break. Things which can be cut just by passing through them. With Yumizuka, it was just desperation. Removing my glasses calmly like this, I really feel how strange my eyes are. Now, where's a window with a line in the lock? Although anything can be cut, they can only be cut where the lines appear. If I cut a wall or the window itself, it'll draw attention tomorrow. The cut has to be as small as possible. Perfect. Here goes. With a click, I cut the lock smoothly and open the corridor window. Oh, my chest aches as I climb in the window. Ugh, what is it? There's a horribly sinister atmosphere. Senpai, where are you? It's hard even to murmur. My heart beats. A resounding pumping like a drum driving my blood backwards. Huh? Looks like my fingertips are trembling. I feel sick without my glasses. My headache is getting worse by the second. Well, then put them back on. What is this? It's strange. I don't understand. The atmosphere inside the building is so different from outside. If I have to put it into words, it's like without life. Compared to the fresh air outside, the air in the corridor is so weak it feels sad. But I know. Though I'm breathing this air for the first time, I know it. Because I've always watched it. Every night in my dream, when I kill people and drink their blood, the atmosphere is always full of this smell of decay. Huh? A sound. From behind me, the sound of something falling. Senpai? I turn. There is... Strange man. Ugh. I clasp my hand over my mouth, about to vomit. The man, the lines run within his body. They run through his whole body like blood vessels. Ugh. The man walks towards me as if in slow motion. Hello? I make up my mind and talk to him. It's strange, but my eyes are stranger. It's the first time I've seen lines all over a person's body like this. But take them away and you'll have a normal human. The man is saying something, but his voice is not even a noise I can't hear. The man approaches. Why is it? Whenever the man steps closer, a shudder runs through me. It's... Ugh. The man is right in front of me. Wait, who are you? I don't even have time to finish. There's a crash. As he approaches, the man throws me aside with a single hand. Ugh. My back, thrown aside, my back smashes against the wall. It's so sudden, the pain makes my eyes dizzy. What are you doing all of a sudden? I stand up and glare at the man. Oh hey, we can actually see him for once. My voice dies. What is he? What is this thing before me? Was this a man? Is this a living human being? No, that's not important right now. I recover my sight and look at the man. Yes, it's back. Sensei said that my eyes see the death within things. That's exactly right, because you're... The man is saying something. Of course, he doesn't speak words, because half his throat is missing. He was bitten away by something, so there's no way for him to speak. What? You were killed yesterday. His shoulders are shaking. He seems to be laughing. But there's no mistake. The corpse before me is definitely the man I killed in the dream yesterday. Ugh. The man approaches slowly. Ugh. There's no thought. The lump of death approaches. A shudder of pain. Then I notice, when the man threw me before, the side of my chest was injured. My body hurts. Not just on the level of muscles, my bones themselves are creaking. Something definitely happened to my ribs. The man flings up an arm. At last my numb head understands. Without a doubt he intends to kill me. I dodge the sweep of the man's arm. There is an unpleasant crunching sound. The man's arm is embedded in the wall. It's buried right into the concrete wall. He did not hold back an inch. Breaking a concrete wall, and in return he's breaking his own bones. It's funny. It's a funny, hard-to-believe world. If it's a dream, I want it to end now. The man turns towards me. Another crunch. The man comes towards me, his arm still in the concrete wall. The arm stuck in the wall. The arm tears away from his body. Still laughing. My legs move. I can't bear to be here any longer. I collapse my knees with a thump. The corpse is not following. That speed, it can't catch me. My chest hurts. Whenever I breathe, my ribs feel like they're about to break. Somehow I catch my breath. Somehow. I have to somehow get back to normal. I must calm down. Think. Look and then think. I learned that from Sensei. So I have to think hard. Even if that's a dead body. Even if it's someone I killed. I can't think about it. That's just... Ignoring the pain in the ribs, I cry out. I don't understand. I can't understand. The one I killed is about to kill me. The one I killed has returned to take his revenge. That's just a nightmare. Can't be real, just an insane nightmare. But what am I saying now? I've been in a nightmare for a long time already. Damn it! I have to recover my breath and run away. I have to leave this school, go back to the mansion, tell Akiha I'm home. A sound from behind me. Can't be. Caught up? No, that's impossible. It moved so slowly it couldn't just catch up like that. I looked down the stairs. There's no one coming up. The noise was just my... Oh! Again, I'm beaten. When I turn around on the stairs, it seems it was already there. I have to get away. I drag my aching body up. I fall again with a thump. It seems that when he threw me this time, my leg was damaged. There's no strength in my right leg at all. I can't stand and I can't escape. Approaching footsteps. Clank, clank, a dry, emotionless sound. Thump. The putrid smell of a corpse hangs in the air. My heart beats loudly. All rational thought is long departed. It approaches. The corpse is coming to kill me. I'm just afraid.
Gah!
It's coming. With a body full of holes, it comes to kill me. One more step. Then it'll pierce my chest the way it did the wall, and that'll be the end. At that moment, I wonder, what is it that I fear? Am I afraid because the one I killed has returned? No, that's not it. Am I afraid because I'm about to be killed? No, not that either. I remember only one thing. In my dreams, how hot it is when I kill people. I'm afraid of my own crime. I'm afraid of my own crime trying to kill people. Well, if that's so, then there's no problem. This one's already dead, so there's nothing to fear. There's nothing wrong with putting the dead to rest, so there's no need to hesitate about killing again, is there?
Gah!
The body flings up an arm. I take the knife from my pocket. What followed was really quick. Was it because I watched all those crimes in my dreams? Or maybe because those crimes were committed by my own hands like I suspected. My arm moved impossibly fast and struck down the corpse like a true killer. The meat, divided into 8 pieces, now just rolls around the corridor. A shudder. The feeling of slicing meat, the acceptance of taking a life. There is no flowing blood. Only my knife drips with blood. I remain spotless. Shuddering. The feeling of pain and coldness crawls down my back. There's nothing to earn. Only my knife drips with blood. I haven't gained anything. I just feel ill. Maybe I'm going crazy. Looking at the remains before me, my chest hurts like it was torn open. The school at night. In the moonlight, it's amusing. I laugh without stopping. It's not funny. Only regret is felt. I killed. Whatever the reason, I killed someone again. Even though he was blameless. The person also had a life to protect. Jarring, laughing voice. Jarring, rather. I want to kill my ears for listening and my throat for laughing. But I can only laugh. At least I have to laugh. Unless I do a single act resembling human actions, I will break. I'm not laughing because something is funny. I laugh to keep my sanity. If I can't even ridicule myself, I can't keep my sanity. Perhaps I should have cried. But I won't allow myself such hypocrisy. What do I mean by killing the dead isn't a crime? It doesn't change. Whether he was living or dead, it doesn't change the fact I made the decision to kill him. Even if he was already a corpse, the feeling of stopping his activity does not dull. I can't get mad at myself for my stupidity. Even if they're dead, killing someone is a sin. As long as I, Tonoshiki, remain a proper human, the burden of the sin will never leave me. I remember Yumizuka. Even if it was the right thing to do in the end, I know she wanted to live. Saying death is salvation is only the selfish wish of those still living. Death is just that, and is so painful. Someone is coming. This time it has to be Senpai. Somehow I stand holding onto the wall. Thump, thump. My heart still beats violently. Even if my heart is halfway dead, my body tries to live until the very end. Such a worthless life. Dying like this is painful. I realized that already 8 years ago, during my time with Yumizuka, and even in this very moment. Yet, Tonoshiki's body is still making a great effort to survive. How ugly. But which is ugly? The heart that thinks I should die because I'm a killer? Or the body trying to live by killing others? I think it's the heart. Good or evil, my heart is really fragile after all. You're here. Breathing heavily, I grasp the knife. My injured right leg hurts faintly. If I can feel pain, I can still move, meaning I can fight. And Ciel-senpai appears in the moonlight. I'm surprised. In all the dreams, you're never dressed like that. Yes, because these are the armaments to kill a vampire. A jolt. I understand the instant I see her eyes and hear her voice. This person plans to kill me without the slightest hesitation. I see. You called me here to kill me, Senpai. Senpai doesn't answer. Clearly, because there's nothing to say. That's mean. You said I'm not the killer, but in your heart. But you knew in your heart that I was. Yes. I knew from the beginning that the vampire haunting this town was Tonoshiki. You knew from the beginning? Yes. So I came to this school in order to watch you. Oh, hey, that's new. Saying so, she draws a dagger. Twice the length and width of my knife. It is a weapon intended to kill. Senpai, I don't know what you are at all. Even if I knew, I don't think it would concern me. Yes, this is a situation of no concern to you. Yeah. But I'm afraid I won't be killed. Thinking about it, I killed Yumizuka because I didn't want to die. So I can't just die here. If you say you're going to kill me, that's fine. If we agree to kill each other, then there is crime but no punishment. It'd be more helpful if you think of it this way. A noise of movement. Before I realize it, Senpai's body is right in front of me. Well then, Tono-kun, let us continue last night's fight. Oh, confirmation! That was us, I guess. A moment. Seal Senpai moves fast enough to fling up sparks. Her attack is very simple. Leaping from right in front of me, she slashes a horizontal line with her dagger. I block with my own knife and am pushed back. My body staggers. I desperately stop myself from collapsing backwards and look for... What? For a moment, my mind freezes. There's no sign of her in the corridor. In an instant, as our weapons clash, Senpai suddenly disappeared. I think it was just by chance. Without reason, just the feel of a breeze beside me, I shift my gaze. In the blue moonlight shining in through the window, I see Senpai's silhouette running up a wall like she was going up a flight of stairs. Above? Even as I notice, I lower my body. Scrambling on all fours like a dog, I escape. Glancing back, I see Senpai fall from the ceiling precisely where I was. After swinging at me, she ran up the wall to try and strike my head from the ceiling? Such an absurd roller coaster-like movement was charmingly beautiful, even though it could have skewered the back of my head. As if her previous flash of movement never happened, Senpai stops moving. Is she surprised that I avoided that blow? Her blue eyes confirm that Tonoshiki is still alive. Her eyes devoid of feeling like a machine. There's a tension as I wait for her to spring into her next action. I forget even to breathe. With those eyes upon me, I can't move. In just a moment more, the dagger will be driven into my chest. Tss. The only sound is my heart pounding. I stand unable to move and Senpai only stares at me. This is bad. At this rate, I'll break under the tension to make a movement. When that happens, Senpai will certainly strike me down. All I can do is grasp my knife tightly. At that moment, Senpai suddenly speaks. I'm surprised. You're certainly an excellent killer. You are not good at feeling the other's presence, but you are good at feeling your own death. Even if you don't remember it, perhaps you've been trained for such things. Senpai speaks without even moving her eyebrows. Against someone that has a superior self-defense mechanism close to seeing the future, assassination is useless. Trying to attack you from a blind spot was pointless, Tono-kun. Seeming terribly sad, Senpai lets out a sigh. It's a pity. If I can't kill your consciousness before you feel pain, all I can do is attack with full strength. Even if you can see death coming, your reflexes also make it a moot point. Creak. You don't look well, Tono-kun. You've been feeling that for a while, haven't you? Nausea that feels like your heart is being grabbed. You're so sensitive, that's because of that impulse all living things have that says I'm about to be killed. Saying that, she strikes from right in front of me. I block her dagger with mine, a shock. Senpai's simple attack feels like she used a giant hammer. My knife screeches. My fingertips go numb, but I don't have time to think about that. Her foot audibly strikes the ground. The air is knocked out of me. Senpai has stepped into the gap between my legs, so close that our bodies collide, and with that momentum, Senpai slams her shoulder into my chest. I stagger. The strength in my knife weakens. Without a slight pause, her second attack begins. Her dagger swings upward from below. Somehow I block it with the knife, but I can't kill its momentum. A slash. There's a horrible sound. It's hot. Somehow I'm cut, or somewhere I'm cut. Falling meat, the heat of blood. There's no time to feel any of that. The third blow comes. It was probably aimed at my heart. Since I immediately twisted my body to avoid it, the knife rips out my rib along with the flesh around it. Oh, I scream. The coldness of death does not cause me to shudder, but fear from the pain races through me. There follows the fourth unforgiving blow. My ribs are damaged. I can only use the power of my arm to wield my knife, but with that it's impossible to block Senpai's dagger. Somehow I jump back on my staggering leg. I get enough distance. Senpai turns, showing me her back. Crash. She drives a roundhouse kick like a spear into my belly. I collapse backwards onto the hallway floor. I don't have time to feel pain. If I don't stand up immediately, I'll be killed. But it's too late. The moment I get up, Senpai is right in front of me. The dagger strikes down at my heart. I was just desperate. In desperation, I try to match her blow by placing my knife next to Senpai's neck. Then, Senpai's dagger stops short. Breathing. My breathing is hard. Her dagger's aimed at my throat. If Senpai moves her hand even slightly, I'll die instantly. That fact, just that fact, causes me to go insane. It's over. Even if you stab that knife through my neck, I won't die. What a hurt. You said before that you saw it. Even though my body was pierced by an iron pipe, my body heals the wound instantly. Certainly if you stab me through the neck, I'll be dead for a while, but I'll kill you before that. What she says is true. There's no sense in lying in a situation like this. In other words, a situation where both of us hold each other's lives in each other's hands is meaningless. Won't die? But it could be true. Even injured like that, Senpai came to school like normal. But screw all that. I can see the death on her body. Although it's very different from other people's, I can still see her death. So killing her is easy. The lines have no exceptions. If you don't believe me, please use your knife. In any case, you can't save yourself unless you kill me. Shall we test it out? She's provoking me. If I can be killed, kill me, she's saying. But Senpai, provocation like that is fatal. I'm not like the others, I really can kill you. My heart beats. If I look down, her dagger's at my chest. I have to kill, because I don't want to die. I found out I shouldn't die that easily, so I can't let myself be killed. No, it's simpler than that. I just don't want to die. My heart beats, so there's only one answer. Kill. Drive this knife into the line I see in Ciel's neck and kill her. Kill if you want to live. Kill, 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 kill. I have to live. Can't breathe properly. Senpai's eyes don't even seem interested in my death. Her dagger is poised directly at my heart. A situation where I'm a second away from being killed. That's odd. You've killed so many people, yet you are frightened to die yourself. Her voice tinged with disgust. Her eyes rimmed with contempt. Her dagger ready to kill me. I will be killed. 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 Then... If I kill, 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 it's all right. Goodbye. Please die here, Tono-kun. Can hardly breathe. But I was faster. Before she can plunge her knife deeply into me, my knife runs through the line on Senpai's neck. Which one of us said that? The sound of a head hitting the ground and the sound of gurgling. The neck, face. It rolls. But that's strange. It had to have been the same time. But only I am alive. Senpai's head. It's the only thing rolling. In other words, from the very beginning, Senpai never intended to kill me. My throat seems stuck. Senpai's body is so red. The hallway gets wet. Red paint coats everything. When someone is decapitated, it seems they add a different function. Spurting, like a sprinkler, spraying red blood everywhere. My whole body is now crimson. More than my knife, from my hair to my shoes, it's sickeningly speckled red. What's this? This isn't a big deal. Yeah, it's really not a big deal. I thought there'd be something more, but I only have this floating feeling. If it's like this, my dreams were more lively and real. I stand up and start walking. My feet splash with each step. Before me lies the head of the woman named Ciel. Her eyes seem to stare at me. How stupid, senpai. I don't know how much confidence you had, but there's nothing that can't die. But there's, yeah. So it was your mistake. Mistake, 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 mistake. No, what's mistaken is everything. The illusion is over, even though I desperately denied it until now. This confirms it. I am just a killer. With my own hands, I destroyed what shouldn't have been destroyed. The foundations of my being are crumbling away. What's this, Yumizuka? Just like you said, I start to laugh. It seems I've gone insane. The truth that I am a killer seems so funny to me. Outside the window, the far distant moon shines. My vision is turned red with no signs of returning normal, but my mind on Earth has been swapped with that from some other planet. The years of accumulated perceptions exceedingly enumerate towards unknown equations of evolution. Sorry, hold up. What? Sorry. You can't just drop those words all at once, my man. I'm trying to read what that says and have no idea. The years of accumulated perceptions exceedingly enumerate towards I'm just going to pretend that's nonsense. Nothing is even remotely the same. You cannot tell the difference between the crimson you see and the crimson I see. Alas, it seems I am broken. Or is everything just a humorous lie from the beginning? In that case, please let it all disappear tomorrow. The stage set in the dark forest begins. I don't quite understand, but if I'm a killer, I must act like a killer. To begin with, let's go out into town and continue my dreams. I catch a random person. I take them to the alley and wait for the person to awaken. After a while, the person's eyes open. As gently as possible, I offer a welcome with both arms spread open. Now then, welcome to this wonderful killing chamber. I was going to say, I really hope that this route does not continue that way. So thankfully, that's a bad end. Well, it's an end, but it's a bad end. Yes, please. Give me your lesson. Teach me, Ciel-sensei. It's now time for lunch during our third day. I usually go outside to get lunch, but this time I don't feel like doing so. It's been a while since we've seen you, Neko Arc. You got your head cut off. Even if you eat, it won't get to your stomach. Shiki does some nasty things, but it isn't your fault. Isn't it your fault, Ciel? Shut up. It's better than not even appearing. Oh, you're right. Why don't I get to appear? It's stupid. I bet it's your karma, but I have no time to play with you right now. Tono-kun, please go back to the previous choice and choose a selection that's more in tune with your character. With things the way they are now, neither I nor Tono-kun will be saved. Okay. Well, with that said, I think I'm going to go back to the point where I don't go to the school. Because I don't want that whole thing to happen. I would like life to continue on normally. That would be very nice. We will see you guys next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. Bye-bye.